With this video, I thought it'd be fun to finally use the pen feature. And I thought a great opportunity would be to draw something as simple as a square. So to start things off, I thought it'd be fun to also just change the sprite from the cat to a different sprite. You can change it to whatever sprite you would like. So I'm just going to grab one. And you could be as silly as you'd like as to what character is going to actually create your square. And I haven't really quite decided what I'm going to pick, but I'll pick something fairly quick here. Let's say maybe the magic wand, so I might do that. I can always change my mind later. Okay, so get rid of the cat, right click, and let's delete that. And we have our magic wand, and I want to set this to 0, 0. Right now it's at 68 and 5, and I can always change that. Okay, so I'm going to get to as close as possible, but I'll use coding to actually get me there in just a moment. Okay, so what I could do is go to the pen option, and I can go pen down. And then I'm going to move forward, so I can go to motion. And let's move, let's say 200 steps. And if I double click on this now, we'll see this work. Okay, great. So what I might want to do while I'm here is thinking, well, I need to think ahead. It's like, can I reset this so that we can clear things if I don't want this line here anymore? So let's go to events, click on the space key when it's pressed, go back to the pen. There's this clear option. And I want to make sure the pen's up so we're not drawing anything anymore. And while I'm at it, why don't I add it where I wanted to go back to that 0, 0 position? So I'm going to go to, and now my x is going to be 0. My y is 0. Let's try this. We'll double click. And sure enough, clear the mess, pen's up, and we're back to our starting point 0, 0. All right, so now that we know that it's going to move forward 200, if we're going to draw a square, we have to think about turning. But we don't want to turn 15 degrees. I would hope you want to turn in 90 degrees. And then we'd want to move another 200 steps. So I can just duplicate this. So move 200 and move 90 again. And let's try this again. And let's do it one more time. And let's see what happens. Okay. So I can see that I went a little bit further here, so I'll have to look at that in just a moment. But we have the square, and it was drawn very, very quickly. So we want to maybe slow that down and maybe not go as far. So I have a few options here. So I'm going to change this to 100 and detach this, delete this. And I think this is a good time of being a little more efficient with my coding and rather repeating this over and over again. Let's go to our control. Let's repeat this. And we want to do this 4 times. Let's hit that space key to get it set back to normal. And let's see what happens now. There we go. So we're good to go. Again, went really, really fast. So we can use this wait option in here. And now let's see what happens. First I'm going to press the space bar to reset. Excellent. So now you can see the square drawn. This is where you can get creative. Change the sprite if you'd like, change the color, lots of things you can do. But here is a little fun thing to get started with how to use the pen and how to clear your stage.